Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. You need to know game for one reason. And one reason alone. The other people around you will have some game, and if you don't want to get played, at the very least you need to know game so you don't get played. And that can be primarily with women, since we talk about man against woman in this space. But then in life overall, I'll talk about the woman part first, because I know a lot of guys, that's what they're concerned with. Because you get some guys like, game don't work. Yeah, game, I ain't gonna use game. I'm just gonna be straight up. Well, one, game is really a social strategy. Two, just because you say, well, you ain't gonna get no game, you ain't gonna do this what you gonna do, this what you gonna present. Let me be clear on something. And pimps, any real true to the game pimp will tell you this: women got game, and a lot of them are using it. From the time, y'all know the example I love to use, from the time, baby girl figured out if she cried a certain way, this big man who, when she talks, she'll call daddy or come and running. That's game. Game is just getting what you want from, especially in, the more manipulative women. They using game. You don't think that's game when they putting on some makeup and, putting on that foundation, contouring their nose and all that, wearing their hair a certain way, wearing a push-up bra, wearing a dress that make their butt look nice, or they wearing those heels? You think they doing all that? That's their game, to attract you. And then, unfortunately, it's their game to use many men. I want y'all to think about that. And a lot of men get played that way. That's why a lot of men had their bank accounts empty. Or a lot of men, they might even marry a woman, but then a few years later, she asking for a divorce. She already knew what she was going for. Or the guys had the nerve to talk about gold diggers, but that's their game. And even when a woman is stroking your ego, that's a woman's main game. They'll get that guy, stroke his ego, make him feel like he's number one in the world. That's game. You need to know game to know when this is happening. You need to know game when she running her game on you. Now, many guys think that women don't have game. Okay, that's why those are the main ones who get played, or they're not dealing with the woman. Oh no, they got game. They got game. You need to know game, if for nothing else, not to get played. If for nothing else, not to have your bank account empty. If for nothing else, not to be put in a bad position. Because you need to recognize what she's trying to do, what her motives are. Then if you have game, somebody with game will be like, yeah, she just trying to get some money out of me. Let me just walk on. If you're a guy, you ain't about the game, hey, that's cool. But you need to recognize it in other people. And, and that's just the women. Just life, period. Like these politicians out here. Oh, they running game. Or you get some guys, you get all these people out here. Hey, you could make 5 figures, 6 figures in just a month. Man, that's game. You're being grifted. Seriously. Like I saw somebody was talking about another content creator who was offering, you can roll with celebrities and all of this, just 25 days, just take my course. That's game right there. That is straight game. You ain't gonna change up. If you not a type that you in certain circles, or you carry a certain way, you're not gonna change up in just a few days. Anything that says, that sound like a get rich quick scheme, or something that's gonna make you like a ladies man overnight, or anything like that, they running game on you. Any con is a game. Any con. 3-card Monty when you out on the streets. I remember I went to New York. It was decades ago with one particular girlfriend. And we just walking around, and I saw somebody playing 3-card Monty, and I was pointing out everything. They immediately saw me and immediately split up. And then as soon as we left, then they came back to run their game. That's game. Any con is a game. A lot of this stuff that's being run out here, that's game. Any trickery, that's game. Now, game ain't just a bad thing, but it can be used at anything. You got to understand, you need to recognize no game in order so it's not run on you. So you don't have the negative the negative people get something off of you. There's a lot of people being conned out here. A lot of people, a lot of dudes. And like I said, it goes beyond the women. Goes beyond the women. And the women, they definitely using some stuff. I'm up here playing with a rubber band. But they are definitely using some stuff on you. They are definitely using the women, other people. They trying to get over on you, you know? Or they giving you something, they ain't really paying you for it. It's like you got the con artists out here, the grifters and everything. You need to recognize game, so if for nothing else, you keep yourself intact. You need to recognize game so you don't become a sucker. It's just that simple. Now, yeah, you can still be straight up if you say, you know what, I'm gonna just be straight up with women. Well, one, that's your game. You know, and you're gonna be straight up here, okay, that's fine, but you need to know what other people are doing. Because many people, men and women, get recognized as a mark out here. You don't want to be a mark. You don't want to be somebody they getting over. I had a very good friend, and still keep up with them on Facebook. But I remember, and this was a while ago, back in the day. He got caught on one of those pigeon drop things. Like somebody had supposedly found a bag of money, right? Supposedly had a bag of money. Or that's what they were saying was in there. He came up and he talking with my buddy, right? And he was like, yeah, guy found this money, found this. And I forgot what it was. Had to meet somebody, then a second person came up and was like, well, you know, if you give me some money, I can trust you, but then you come in here, but don't look in the bag. And he gave this guy some money. He didn't look in the bag, and I looked at him, I said, why don't you just look in the bag? I'd have looked in the bag right then. I'd have looked in the bag. It was like, oh, it's money in, let me see it. It was like, and talking about you giving me some money. No, I ain't giving shit up. See, let me give y'all some game right now. As soon as somebody says money, think about it, look at it. The second, even when y'all look at my stuff, look at it, how much am I charging? You know, always question it. Anytime money's involved, question it. You know, just question. That's just in general. I don't care what it is. Do your due diligence, all right? You know, and don't look for anything, get rich quick schemes. And let me end this up also with the women thing. Women got game out here. Like I said, part of their game is fixing up, putting on a certain image. That's how they play you. They'll put on the image that they think that you want. That's game right there. These women getting BBLs, that's game. Why they getting those BBLs butt lift? Because they know some guys like a fat ass. That's game. Or a woman stroking your ego. That's game. Or putting on the makeup so she hiding all those blemishes and everything. That's game. You know? You need to know game because you need to be able to see through it. Then decide how you going to deal with it. You can still be a straight up person. Hell, I advise that. You can still be on the up and up, but you need to know when somebody gonna get over on you. Too many guys have gotten played by women. They've been conned, they've been grifted and everything. Shit, that's happening on YouTube. Let's be real. A lot of content creators are really just grifters. They're gonna tell you what you wanna hear so they keep the money flowing. You gotta recognize that, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for today, but seriously, like you don't have to learn game like to try to get women. You can be straight up, but you need to know when it's being run on you, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.